Alrighty then. Wednesday morning, October 25th. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Beautiful day. It's a great day. Things looking up. Peek here. I'm going to go over in this Discord. See who we got. Doing. And there we go. Voila. All right, let's take a peek here. Yeah, Bitcoin going sideways. Solana pump. Solana's up over 10% today. Looking good. What's up? 33.30. What was the high here? Almost 34 bucks. Yeah, almost 44. Whatever, 34. What do you got? 33.97. Good on you, Solana. Good on you. Yesterday, right after the pump, yesterday, pulled back 2 SD move, 95.4 Laplace to the downside. 2 SD move today to the top side. Like seeing that. Like seeing a rebound. Rejected off the 1 SD. Back to the top side of the 68.3 and just whammo. 2 SD move and literally about 3.5 hours, 4 hours. Pretty good move. Do like it. At least on my watch list, leading the alt market. Got Link up 7.29. What were we even saying yesterday? Link was down what? Almost 2%. We're saying Link could be a good long. Well, it's up 7.3 today. Don't need any leverage when you're getting 7-10% moves. Stop using the leverage, you greedy bastards. All right, let's see here. Who we got in the house? Oh, looky there. A trifecta of geniuses. Love it. Let's see. Let me take a peek. Problem Solana, man. You can't really get a macro read. You can go to the 2-day about. You get up above a 2-day, start losing some reads, which is fine. You see the RMLR here on the 2-day. Just blowing everything up. Yeah. Woo! Go Solana. Look at the daily. Yeah, we're going to have some mean reversion. Talked about it yesterday, though. I mean, quite a few of these crypto assets can literally go sideways and mean revert. The RMLRs are really taking off, especially the future projections. I always like seeing that. So here's Sol on the 90-minute where I left. This thing's been tapping. Tap the wave trend on the 90-minute. Pop from there. Definitely like seeing that. Because I know Bitcoin. Let me check Bitcoin on the 90. I don't believe Bitcoin has tapped that wave trend. Could be wrong. Longs. Not longs. Hello. It's like, boy, that's a weird looking data set. Yeah. So Solana came back, tested its wave trend pop. You got BTC. BTC's just running with the 9 log MA. Making a run for the top side of that power mean band again. It's about 34,650 area. Right in there. You look at this on the daily. Yeah, it's still way up. See the 4 hour. Probably top side of the power mean band, I would imagine. Pretty damn close. You got to realize this is a power mean band. These are means of the log returns. You don't have to always revert into the center or to the reverse wave trend. I mean, you can tap the top side of that all day long. Let me look at Bitcoin on the 33. Pretty sure the 33, this thing's been drilling. Yeah, drilling this wave trend. If you ever hear me talk about wave trend or Fisher, they are our reverse models. So on this first Bitcoin pullback, well, not first. First one really barely got inside the 9 log MA, pumped right back to the top side of the power mean band. Then we get a nice wick right to wave trend. Right back up to the 9 log MA. Right back down the wave trend. 9 log MA, wave trend. See the pattern here? Awesome. Went back up to the 33 log or 33 power mean right here. Almost got there. Last tap of that wave trend shot this thing right through the power mean band. This thing flips. I mean, look at the log MAs. Love it. Yeah, returns above the mean. Variance is rising. Love seeing that. Let's wait for this 99. The returns started contracting, or let's see, the returns started heading back to the mean. That second tap of the wave trend right there. So let's see if we just gray out here, variance goes to 0, or is this thing just going to flip blue again? Tell you what, You pump this thing up to, you get back over 34.6. I could probably see this flipping again. Indeed. What's Solana up? 11%. Okay. Let's look at Sol on the 33 minute. Because it's dipped a lot deeper. A lot deeper. Yeah, below the power mean band. Didn't just go tap the wave trend. Just ripped right through it. Ripped right through it. Solana's doing something different. Solana is very undervalued. Indeed. Solana was $100 last time Bitcoin was 34K. This was right before the FTX little debacle that we had. So it's very undervalued. Got dragged down. A bunch of jizz balls. Criminals. I heard Binance having a little problem this morning or last night, whenever it was. Don't worry. Funds are safe. Anybody that leaves their funds on crypto exchanges, you obviously just haven't been burned good enough yet. Be careful, man. Be careful. When I'm trading crypto, in and out, I pull all my money off those exchanges. I'm not going to leave it on there overnight while I'm sleeping because, got a news flash for you. Your money is not safe. Never is. These exchanges can get hacked, right? Most of the times they're inside jobs. We're talking about cryptocurrency, right? It's a wild, wild west. Crazy right now. Pretty much no regulations. The only regulations are in the on the on-ramps, right? Exchanges where you can literally take the US dollar or whatever currency, wherever you're at. If you're African crypto warlord, we know how he rolls. We know what he uses. Not just going to blast it, but yeah, that powerful buckaroo. But yeah, you got to be careful, man. Got to be careful. These crypto exchanges. And I'm telling you right now, if crypto really gets fired up here, there's going to be a lot of people coming back. All the degens are like, I'll never trade that stuff again. Oh, they'll be back. Crypto's already getting volatile. And that's when we really love it. Yeah, boy. You get these big moves. Oh, it's so exciting. So exciting, especially when you have a trend indicator like our alpha trading Swiss Army knife. What exactly is it? It's Entropy, man. You can set this thing up so many different ways, though. So many different ways. I don't know if there's two people in here that use it the same way. Some people might use it. I keep it simple. Right? I've just got the dev bands. I've got Entropy, and I got Entropy percentile. So other than that, I mean, you can do a ton of stuff. I know you can throw the DLP, the volatility, a lot of stuff up on top. I keep all that separate. Good times. Let's see here. Anything else I should be looking at? Crypto. Now I know we had Microsoft and Google earnings last night, and Microsoft pumped, Google dumped. Interesting. Let's go over and check it out real quick while we are waiting for the market to open. Where are you, Google? See how bad Google got beat up. Goog. Down 6%, huh? Let's put this on regular. No, we want extended. Z. Hello. All right. Let's see here. Interesting. Man, that thing dumped out, boy. What'd it go from? What was the high up there? 141. Actually, not that damn bad. 10 points. 10-point move. 10-point move. Let me see here on Microsoft. Probably about the exact opposite. Where were we down here? Doo-da. Right before the end of the day, man, that thing, pumped from 327, literally closed, about 330? Right in there somewhere. Actually, where's that last candle? Gotcha. Nice little pump, man. 327. What was the high up here? 351. Yeah, this thing flew like 24 points. 24 points at one time. Started pulling back, though, right? Post-market last night. Look at pre-market, man. This thing's right back up at 346.56. I recommend taking those profits if you were right on those trades. All right. If you got in some Microsoft calls, Microsoft calls and some Google puts, looking good to take some profit. Do it quick. Do it quick. I would imagine this market opens up. We're going to see a lot of volatility in both of them. A lot of volatility. Let's see. See anything else here? Yeah, the shorts, huh? Dun, 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 dun. Wow. 10-year up 1.24%. Okay. What's a dollar doing? Let's check old Dixie. And we got SPY down almost 0.37. Dixie on the 33. Nice little bounce. Nice little bounce, Dixie. Let's let this UPN populate. Yeah, you're at the bottom side of the power mean band. This thing roared right back up. Sitting on top of it right now. About, what, 20 minutes before the market open? Got the 9 log MA at about 106.346. Interesting. You see this 4 hour. Oof. Yeah, this dollar's probably going to pull back here. Probably going to pull back here. Dollar doesn't like being outside the power mean band too long. Dixie loves to revert. Doesn't matter where it's at. Let me see. Wave trend. Came back down the wave trend. Popped. 106.7's Fisher. Let me see the daily. We got a steady move. Yeah, just tested the wave trend on the daily. Good stuff. Almost back to the top side of the power mean band. Goodness. Goodness, dollar. Goodness. So I'm going to pull back to the 33. What's that? 106.180. Let's take a peek on the old BRE real quick. See what's been tested, hasn't been tested. And what did that move do yesterday? Let's check this out. Where does this thing close? Yeah, it shot right up to the 95.4 Laplace. Couple wicks right into it. Literally closed just right on the right inside the bottom of the weekly volatility range. Already came down, brushed against the 68.3 Laplace distribution range for this new 4 hour. Was that 95.4 Laplace? Now we got a new 4 hour, right? It's at the bottom side of the 68.3 on this new 4 hour candle. It's got what, about an hour and 50 minutes left? Yeah, hour and 50 minutes left. Probably coming back to this weekly range is a magnet, obviously. They always are. Oh, Dixie. Barely got a nice range here on Dixie. I'm telling you, the center of the weekly, center of the monthly. Until the end of the month, this thing could be ranging in here. Gonna have to see where the because we're gonna get a new weekly on Monday. I think it'll run Monday, Tuesday. Obviously, the weekly's just not gonna stop. But I'm saying before the monthly close, we're gonna have 2 days on the weekly. So it'll be interesting to see where the new weekly's gonna be. If I were to look at it right now, it's only Wednesday. Don't get too excited. It's not going to change much right now. I'll tell you that. I mean, we had some volatility to the downside. Got a little rough down here, though, right? You're bouncing around a little bit. Look at it to the top. Vroom, right back up. I bet you if this thing closed right now on the weekly, you'd have it up here above bottom side, probably right around 106. Maybe a little higher. No, I'm going to stick to that. I like this range right here. The top side might not change much. Bottom side would move down. Good move on Dixie. I don't know if I trust it, though. I know I want to see what happens when it gets back down to the weekly, because this monthly's still in play. It's the 25th. What do we got? About 7 days left. Yeah, we in a week we'll have a new monthly, which is what I'm excited for. Not really traditional market wise. Crypto though. Crypto's doing something different. There's some money coming in. And we already know this. There's big corporations buying Bitcoin, right? There are big corporations buying Bitcoin. We already know Apple's bought some. Pretty sure Microsoft. We know about MicroStrategy. Guy went psycho on Bitcoin. But yeah, apparently they're saying the U.S. government has the most Bitcoin right now. Yeah, don't imagine. They're a bunch of criminals. Sure, they got a bunch of Bitcoin, right? Isn't that what they say? Only criminals and drug dealers use cryptocurrency. At the same time, they're buying it and literally stealing it from these people. You got to love the gaslight when it goes on with cryptocurrency. And there's a lot of people that are just going to miss the boat. A lot of people going to miss the boat, man. Watch too much news. Don't listen to them, especially when it's coming out of guys that wear suits and ties, hang out in Washington, D.C., They are definitely the biggest criminals. The biggest criminals. Who doesn't know this? You got to be pretty brainwashed and gaslighted not to understand this fact. It's pretty crazy. Oh, be careful, Bilbo. They're going to come get you. Okay, whatever. I've lived through a lot of shit. At this point, I could really care less. I'm not doing anything illegal, so I don't give a crap. Let's see. Coinbase. Coinbase had a nice pullback yesterday, right? Had that pre-market pump. Still, I mean, this is why you take your profit. Guys, this thing did a 5th standard deviation run. Of course it was going to pull back. Where'd it pull back to? 95 for Laplace, 2nd standard deviation. When this was up here, there was literally a 95.4% chance it was going to pull back and close inside this level. It's a no-brainer, right? Yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. Doesn't always work out that way, but boy, it sure did. Sure did. I mean, you could have pulled back to the 3SD. That's a 99.7 level, right? It did immediately. Wham! Pretty much, right? What, about an hour and a half into the day? Pulled back, popped it back up to, is that the... Let me see, what resistance level is that little booger there? 2nd. Yeah, we got a 3rd up here somewhere. Where is that? Or maybe that was the 3rd. Oh, I was wrong. Let me see. Yeah, that's a monthly, though. Let me spread this out a little more. We got a little booger hiding at. Where are you? 1, 2. Yep. Yeah, and it was above the... Yeah, so you got Coinbase. Coinbase is outside its weekly range. No doubt this thing was going to pull back. And why we're on this, talking about the weekly ranges, let me bump over to crypto again real quick. Let's see if any of these are outside. I cannot remember. Let's see here. What do we got? Where are you, Bitcoin? Where's that beautiful weekly at? There you are. There you are, you little bugger. 1, 2. Yeah, Bitcoin's right at it, of course. This thing rest of the week, man. I mean, you're literally sitting on right at the top of the weekly range right now. It's at 34,432. We're at 34,471. Now, this is one thing I did check. You go over and look at Solana, though. Let's take a peek here. Pretty sure this thing's pretty tight still. Oh, yeah. You're literally just up above the 1st. Here's the 2nd. Solana can put in some work here, man. Solana, top of the weekly. And I remember talking about this yesterday, 40 bucks, 40.7. The way Solana's acting right now would not surprise me at all if Solana's at 40 bucks here. I do think Solana is just coming back. That's what I really think. Like I said, in my opinion, it is the most undervalued cryptocurrency. For what that blockchain is, ridiculous. It's not Solana's fault it got dragged down with old Sammy boy and FTX. Do we really think that he created that, though? Come on, man. Jesus.
And Noble has been saying Solana has been undervalued since summer. I mean, I recall that. So
yeah,
and that was when it was like $17, right? So
yeah, it's very undervalued. And you would know if you use it all the time, if you actually use the blockchain. That's what was funny when Bitcoin ordinals came out, right? So you had a lot of people that have been used to trading on Ethereum, trading on Solana, Matic. And then they go to Bitcoin, try to do transactions. Everybody's like, what's wrong with Bitcoin? Bitcoin's broke. I remember it was a good time because I was like, you obviously have never used Bitcoin. It's the most secure blockchain, right? When it comes to blockchains, guys, it takes a while. But you know what? It's way faster than fiat, money transfers, stuff like that. Dude, when you can send millions of dollars of Bitcoin for cents, think about it. Do you know how much it would cost you to wire transfer, let's say, a couple $100 million? A lot. It's not going to cost. It's going to cost you dirt. You could pay with dirt sending $200 million in Bitcoin. And when you realize that probably within the hour it's going to be transferred, pretty good, man. But now Solana, seconds, man. I mean, it is quick, real quick. So yeah, people were freaking out when they got to a really, really, really secure blockchain. Thing with Solana is, though, right? Proof of stake. Hard to really hack proof of stake. It's just people know when you're proof of work, you can slide in there and do a lot of damage. Proof of stake, though, really helps. That's something you guys will have to research. I mean, I'm not like the professor on it by any means. But yeah, proof of stake, man. Or a hybrid coin. Like Deep Onion. Proof of work and proof of stake. And it's been attacked before. The proof of stake guys, man, they caught it immediately. Shut it down. That baby's just plugging along. Everybody thought it was going to die a long time ago. Nah. Hell, it popped on the scene in 07. Oh, so was it? No. 07, Jesus. 17, my bad. 2017. Sure, Matt right there was like, 2007, Bilbo? What the hell are you talking about? Crypto wasn't even born yet. Oh, it was born. It was born. It just wasn't, we hadn't got the Bitcoin white paper yet. Those cypherpunks, man, they were working on stuff way before that. What was the first crypto? I can't remember what it was called. Cannot remember. Somebody knows. Matt, you got BTC sitting at the top of its range. Solana is below, is just about centered up in between the first and second. First and second. Boom, boom. Today, though, that would be 3SD move. 3SD move. More than likely throughout this week, every day. Let's see what happens. I mean, yesterday I had to pull back to the 2SD to the downside. I could see this being a high today. If Bitcoin pumps here, you're probably going to see Solana pull back. All right, because it took advantage. I mean, it was up at one point. What was it up? Let me see here, man. From the high, little higher, not much. I think 12% or something. 13.38. Good for Solana. Love it. It's the only time I'm putting a blue box on my screen is when I'm measuring something. Remember the old blue boxes? Man, the old crypto caveman teaching people how to do his little blue boxes, little liquidity zones. That's some silly stuff, man. Really is. Show me your little blue box. I'll show you the 68.3 Laplace distribution range or these volatility ranges. Something. Leading information. Not you drawing on your chart. Drawing from canned bodies to wicks and just calling them liquidity zones. Oh, boy. Let me see here. What do we got? AVAX. 922, huh? Almost got this market popping. Dixie. Go down on 15 minute. See how this thing's setting up. Little bull div right before market open. Z-score in returns oscillator. Random walk. Of course, the volatility's hovering right around the 60s. All three lengths. 61, a 64, and a 65. Got grade hanging out of, what's that, 58 point, I don't know, right at 60. Let me blow this up real quick. Yeah, got grade at 60. I got my borders turned on. What are these damn little black numbers? That's exactly what it is. You know what? I like using those damn borders. Turn these babies off real quick. Style. Plot, AVR1, plot. Is that it? No. Where are you? You're plot. Yep, there it was. 2. Why didn't that one disappear? Okay, you little pooper. Give me a second here, guys. But it's this one. Yep, there we go. Now we got rid of those little plots. Don't need them. It's just the borders. It's the borders around them. You know what? That's why you use them, though. Especially with my colors. All right, Bilbo. Just played yourself. Let's put those back on. That made it rough. I only need the 1, 2. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, that's one. And... well, that failed miserably. It's okay. Plots back on, boys. Plots are back on the menu. Hilarious. Now, there's the reason why I had them on. I just don't like having these extra numbers in there. See, I did have them on the power mean band. That was a pain in the ass. I got rid of all those. Let's see. Almost back to wave trend dollar on the 15. Good pop from there on this bull div. Variance just flattened out on this little down move now. Pull this up a little bit. Got a little more room to go to this wave trend. Got wave trend 33, the 33 power mean and the 33 log MA piled up right here at about 106 top side, 106.325. 325, huh? Whoops, we at Dixie. 325. Yeah, it's close. Top side of the weekly. Top side of the weekly range. Didn't quite get there. Wouldn't be a bit surprised here. See this thing rip down here real quick and test that. Wave trend looking like it wants some action on the 15. That'd be a good place to bounce too. It's already, maybe it's getting front ran. What's that?
What I'd really like to see is it actually go up and touch that first resistance on the weekly first, to the top side, and then bounce back down to the weekly, the top side of the weekly.
Well, it almost got there.
Yeah, it almost got there, so it's kind of finding some support in that middle of the distribution between the 4-hour 68.3 Lapasses, right? So it's finding a little bit of support there. So go up there, test that, then bounce back down. So that's when you get into your position in SPY, right? For a little bit of a bump.
Could be. Indeed. We're about to find out.
It did do exactly what I said it was going to do yesterday too, right? That likely scenario that I said yesterday was that the 4-hour candle was going to close. The new distributions would be reprinted on the 4-hour.
9 minute. Yeah. Got the 99 log MA down here right there at the top of the weekly too. This is setting up a little tiny bit of hidden bear here. You could probably go all the way to the third. No, not to the 33. This thing rejects right here at the, is that the 9? Yeah, 9 log MA. That would set up a little bit of hidden. I don't know if it's going to, though. Oh, I just saw it. It was 106.420. The old 420. Interesting. Interesting number. Check this out. Almost back up. Yeah, there's no div right now. Unless this candle pulls back and closes down here. Unless. What's the entropy doing? Yeah, returns above the mean. Actually, I just got front ran. That's what happened up top too. I think that first resistance level got front ran the first time. Let's see what happens there. This thing can pop up. SPY is what? Down 0.4? Where's this thing at? Ish. Icky. Yesterday, not a lot of fireworks in SPY, was there? Dipped down, tested that daily range, popped up, closed above the 1 SD. See where we're at though. Where are some levels? And that's the bottom of the weekly too. God, SPY, you just got yourself in a pickle, didn't you, buddy? Yeah, these last 2 days, SPY is not like, the bears are set up down here. About got overran a couple times. They pulled their britches up and gave a good fight, though. Sent this thing down real nice. But you got the bull. The end of the bulls can hang out at this daily range, top side of the 68.3, and that's what happened. Kicked it right back up. Still closed above that 1 SD, but rejected. Last two 15-minute candles, pretty much rejected off of that bottom of the weekly range. So no doubt, pre-market it's down. Are we going to get a retest? I don't know, man. If this dollar does take a bump to the top side, I'm not going to see a retest. Where's this 68.3? We're literally at the bottom of the 68.3 right now. Maybe below it, to be honest. Maybe because this little bit of volatility here at the end of the day, it's going to move up. Yeah, we're probably below it. Probably below the bottom side of the daily 68.3. Or right at it. It's going to be so close. We're going to find out here in about... How long? Not long at all. We got about 30 seconds or something. Let's go SPY. I'm just going to leave it right here. Just in real time. There we go. Where's that bottom side at? Well, damn. I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty good. I made it right below it. right below the 68.3 is where that thing was pre-market. I knew it was going to be right at it or a little bit below. Let's see here. Daily range up above. This is not looking good for SPY, man. I mean, you got what, third day in a row you got a daily below the weekly, below the monthly, and they are all pretty tight. They're all pretty tight. I mean, you gap down through the daily range. This thing doesn't even have to give it a scent. Doesn't even have to sniff it if it doesn't want to. Dixie takes off here, man. SPY is gonna dump. It's had enough of this weekly range. And you got another tight daily. Get a big move here, man. Obviously, when it's coming to SPY right now, yeah, it's all gonna depend on Dixie. Got gold back at 1980. Interesting. I know Coinbase. I saw Coinbase earlier. Coinbase was up a few percent. Oh, where are you? Where are you, you little bugger? Damn, I passed it. Yeah, 1.29. 1.29 after that pullback. You look at that. Where's this daily at? It's right at it. Daily range is probably coming in hot right here somewhere. Oh, look at that beautiful normal and Laplace distribution. Wow, what? God, it was the power mean banned forever. Now it's the damn VRE not loading. What is going on, TradingView? We have overloaded the indicators, master. Okay, is my VRE going to populate? Well, it's trying. See it thinking. Don't think. Do. There we go. Where is that daily range? Yeah, this monthly's getting a sniff. Got a lot of support down here on Coinbase, man. A lot of support. Let's see. There was the center. Sent a wick right to the center of the daily. Good stuff. 84.12. Is that what that was at? Yeah. Yeah, man. Wow. So pre-market, it's up here at the center of the daily, and it just boop. First candle just selling off. Almost at the bottom side of the 68.3. I wouldn't be a bit surprised for it to come down here and take a little sniff. Huh? Come down here to the top of the weekly. Top of the weekly to you. You got the top of the weekly, top of the monthly. I mean, geez, man. This is a lot of support right here. Boy, if Coinbase right here were to run down and do like a 95.4 Laplace, look for a big old bounce. You could see exactly the opposite of what we did yesterday. This thing could dump out, come down to these ranges, and then just pop, end up right where it's at. Where would that be? What's the top down here? 78. Yeah, you can see a 4-point move down here and then pop it back up. Where's the 95.4 to the top side? 2SD 95.4 Laplace. Just right on top of each other. Got a little spread down here. By the end of the day, huh? 87. Or did we already get the pullback for the day? It's already... Where was the bottom of that range at, man? Let me put this on a 1 minute. Hey. Okay. This is taking an awful long time to freaking populate here. Yeah, there's that wick. I mean, pre-market, it was right at the center of the daily and rejected from there. Right to the 4-hour 68.3. Now you're sitting right here. Is that first? Yes. First resistance level on Z weekly. Oh, wait a minute. Second. Boy, this weekly range is tight, man. There's the first resistance level right there. Second resistance level. Hell, Coinbase's top side of weekly range is at about 85. 84.94. 84.98, actually. Didn't realize that.
I think a lot of these earnings are pulling down triple Qs, therefore it's pulling down SPY.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Yeah,
Google is down the downward trend. Google is actually probably a good call when it hits some monthly level here.
Yeah, let me check this
Microsoft,
out.
on the other hand, it's like, it's high,
Woo!
but
Jesus.
Microsoft is tumbling, right? And NVIDIA didn't get the Microsoft bump that it got like 6 months ago. So Nvidia's kind of stalled out. Apple's like way down. I don't know the relationship with
Jesus. 2,
with
3,
Google,
4.
Apple, and Microsoft, right? There's a relationship there, but Apple's
I mean, this is what happened yesterday,
over
right?
a % is pretty big for Apple.
You dumped all the way to the bottom of the 4-hour distribution, at least 5 standard deviations. That's what halted price action. You're sitting right now on the 4th standard deviation on the daily. So 5th on the 4-hour, 4th on the daily. Outside, I mean, look at the bottom of the daily range. Bottom of the daily volatility range, I might add, is very tight. You are way up here. You are way up here. I mean, if I was just...
The 3rd standard deviation is what, 131?
Jesus.
That's a pretty fair price, right? I mean,
Let me
obviously, I
see
want to see
here.
it
Here's
hit
the
like
6th. First standard
127.
deviation, 136.75.
And they actually had pretty good earnings too. That just shows you the power of the volatility, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, indeed.
But you got to put it in context too, is that
I never even looked at it.
outside of like 2021, they were pretty much at an all-time high for the year, right? So they were like $2 off their high, which was like 2 or 3 sometime last week, right? So if your earnings aren't going to be a blowout, you're going to dump too.
Let's see here on, let's go to a daily, right below as well. Let's see here. Yeah, what's wave trend at? 135.8, 135.42, 135.2, 95 for Laplace, pretty much. Right in this range right here. Bottom of the daily, right on top. So bottom of the daily range is right at the wave trend on the daily. Pretty much. Yeah, man. Right on top of each other. Good stuff. I want to see here on the 2-day. Did the Fisher catch this? Wave trend? No. Below there, too. There we go. You're below the 33 power mean, above reverse wave trend. Interesting. Look at the 5-day. We got a perfect tap. Oh, Fisher. Sitting right below the Fisher. About 0.6 below it. It's wave trend on the 5-day. 120. Jeez. Now, tail of 2. Let me see here. Let me pop this on Microsoft real quick. Tail of 2 worlds here. Top side of the power mean band. Jeez, man. Almost a pretty good call here. Short Microsoft, long Google. Pretty good setup, actually. Now, could it do the exact opposite? Of course it could. It's a markets, man. It's a markets. But we got leading information. You're sitting right at the top of the power mean band here on Microsoft.
So that's probably why when it opened, it's struggling to go up despite being in a positive trend. It's still on a downward sloping trajectory, right? Because it's above all this stuff.
When you go over daily, you're above. So Google's below Fisher on daily. Microsoft's above it. These are some pretty big moves, man. Pretty big moves on the volatility. That was tough. Let me see a 4-hour here. Got a personal foul here. Personal foul. Microsoft and Google. They're way out of bounds.
And normally, I go back to my paradigm of, hey, the downs take longer to recover than increases. But on this case, because Microsoft, it's going to be in a very deep trend for a while, where Google, I think, is going to fall out of its trend a little bit sooner just because of their placement on the VRE. It's very tough. It's a very tough call.
I'll be honest here. I have not. I mean, you got the bottom. What percentage is this thing below the bottom of the daily? That's crazy, man. That's pretty deep.
It's probably, 1%? 2%?
6.5.
2.5.
It's a nice little spread here, man. Nice little freaking spread. You're down 9.27% down. This thing's still giving up some. But yeah, you got this. Get off there. You got the first support level on the monthly right here. Right here. And with this volatility, you can see that 4-hour fifth standard deviation. There it is. It's right at that monthly level. This thing does not bounce here, man. I don't know. This thing should bounce here. Really should. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. You got the fifth on the daily. Let me put this on the 15-minute now. What time is it? Yeah, we're getting a new candle in 4 minutes. Oh, yeah. The powerful pink. I guess we should call that the old devil's weenus. Not looking too healthy. It's got the bottom of the monthly at 132.6. The bottom of that daily range, though, man, that is way up here. It's inside the 95.4 too. 135.90.
Oh, beep, 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 beep.
Play something. Oh, mama. You listening, mama? Answer her real quick.
But a $4 move on Google, like if you just get back to the third standard deviation, that's a pretty big move for Google, all things considered, as well. So, and that is completely possible.
This is not looking too healthy for Googs, man.
Googie.
It's one or two candles away.
It's gonna break. It's gonna break this monthly. It's gonna go down to the next monthly, I'm pretty sure. So my buy point is gonna be probably 121. And you got to just be very careful. Usually, I try to stay away from earnings because these things get so erratic. But again, it's.
Alright, she's in pump mode. I think this is the bottom. At least on the 1 minute. It's coming through now. It's wanting to turn around from here.
You talking Google?
Yeah. If I'm on minute 42.
Let me throw this on the minute. People don't understand how powerful that time frame is, man. There's so many traders that don't even go down in the dungeon. Don't even go to the 1 minute time frame. Well, when you don't have leading information, I don't blame you. I wouldn't go down there either. Talk about getting wrecked. You got to know where some shit is here.
Let's see. If it keeps above that VRE that we've been monitoring, dragging through, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. For the next 5 minutes, keeps above there. Everything looks like could mean revert back up. This is the slow buy signal coming in now. If you're selling, you don't want to take this out.
You gotta wait a couple minutes, though. You gotta wait a couple minutes. Wait to see the reaction on that 15-minute candle, though. You just gotta see how that 15-minute candle closes. There might be a quick, swift.
When you look at the 4 hour, you look at the 4 hour right before earnings. I mean, you got a higher high up here. You got a couple stabs of hidden bear, and you're out. So you're above the 2SD band. It's a pretty easy call there, man. Look at the trend right now too. You're in between the second and third. Yeah, this down move's about over, in my opinion, especially with the volatility. That depends, though, is what you're going to want to see is contraction without a break in correlation. You get a break in correlation, you start contracting positively correlated. Google could just get stuck down here by that first support level on the monthly. But seeing that daily way up there, man, I don't know. God, that is, what is it again? 135.94. 135.94. What are those babies running? Can't believe I don't even have my account up. Jesus, what you doing, boy? Let me load up this brokerage account real quick. Man, I had some weird dreams last night. You get those weird dreams where you don't even quite remember them, but you just know they were way weird.
They got you emotionally in the morning, but you don't know what it was.
Dude, I woke up and I was just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, so this earnings call basically wiped out 4 months of stock increases, right? Just 4 months.
Only 4?
4 months.
That's brutal. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man.
And the earnings is not even that bad, right? It's just
no.
It just is what it is, right? I mean, you get
Sneaky
1%. you get a 1%, you get a 1% increase on revenue, right? That's almost $1 billion extra revenue that you didn't have a day ago, and yet still just drops. It's just volatility.
Why is everything loading so damn low? Oh yeah, what you talking about? Hold on, man. What am I doing? What the? What the hell? E-cash. Gotcha. Nice. Nice. That'd be something cool to post in general too. Let people read about that. Somebody, wow. Somebody is an artist. Did you do that or did you copy paste that artwork there, Matt? Guys, if you only knew what I was looking at. So what do you got on Goog? So you can get it on 2-day, right? The Friday expiration, which God, man, it's tough to buy premium, man. Real tough to buy premium. And we're talking about a daily. Where is that? I mean, Google, man, you drop down below the weekly, and the thing Google's got going for it is the weekly is above. It is above. You got a tight daily above the weekly, above the monthly. I mean, it's very bullish,
daily,
and this thing dumped out.
That daily is at 140, untouched.
Yeah. That is all.
I know you like auctions, and I sort of bet the house on untouched yellow lines.
Yeah, man. And geez Louise.
It's outside of weekly volatility right now, right? So I mean, 128 call is probably a safe bet. You can on to that.
Dude, they're freaking 2 cents, man. Hell, the bottom of the daily range today at 136. They're 6 cents, man. Yeah, 6 cents, 6-cent Google calls at the bottom of the daily right now for Friday's expiration. Obviously, you can get in now and close her out, right? I don't have to fucking wait till Friday.
I don't know if it'll get up there though, because that monthly is sitting at 132.42, 149.
Google's probably going to bounce.
It have to beat the bottom of the monthly, middle of the monthly, and top of the monthly.
Ain't we got fun? What do we got here? Give me a second here. Go. La-di-da-di, everybody. Doing a little handiwork here real quick. Find what I'm looking for. Where are you? I'm close. There she blows. Bright light. Jesus. Sign in real quick.
This is where I think also that this is not only just a weekend project. This is probably devoted every weekend for like a month, is devoting time to understand the interconnectivity of these tech stocks, right? Like what is the relationship, the contextual relationship between Apple and Google in terms of stock price and ratios and stuff like that? You know, interchange. And you can do this on formulas, right? So it's just like if Apple drops 1 point, Google drops 2 points, and vice versa. So if Apple rebounds here, Google will probably rebound pretty quickly too. So some stuff like that.
Right. So we got to close on Friday. What's the bottom of weekly here? What do we got? 137.5. God damn. Hard to stay out of this, to be honest, man. I'm talking about like Friday's expiration. You never know what could happen here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You never know what could happen here. And I mean, we are talking. Wow.
From a strategy standpoint, I think what you can do is you can just do a 127 call. Right now, you're in the money, right? There's probably no possible. I mean, there are possibilities that can go lower. But
yeah, and what are they? $1.91.
So you get into that 127 call right now, in the money, and you just let it rise and cash on Friday.
Yeah, and see how it plays out.
I'm going to just play the daily math game, right? I'm going to probably buy into it if it touches the CRE again. I'm going to probably buy into it because he does have the breadth to go back down to this VRE. So I'm going to probably buy it at this VRE. If it breaks that VRE, I'm out. But I'll just play it to 131, which is the third standard. I'll do a 131 call, and that is below the third standard deviation. So if it gets to the third standard deviation, the 99.7% chance, I'm not only in the money, I probably would have. I think right now it'd probably be somewhere like I'll make $150 per contract.
Right. Let me see something here. What you doing, Dixie? Dixie just doing its thing. You know what, though? Let me check. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to Microsoft, see where the hell it was at to the top side. Yeah, it's already pulling back hard, man. Another fourth standard deviation on the 4 hour. Third on the daily. Where's the daily range, though? Here's the top side of the daily right here, 338. 338 on old Microsoft, man. When am I going to have to get readers? Things looking so far away. Mommy. Where's the top of that weekly? Top of the weekly to you, mama. 331. Let's see here. Okay, come on.
My trading view is also slow right now, don't worry.
Yeah,
For Microsoft.
Everything I have is slow right now. Tasty work. Tasty trade slow. Come on, load up. What's your problem here, bud?
DLP mean reverting up. Entropy on the 1 minute is looking for a new trend from randomness. Sorry, I'm eating the birds here. Expansion mode pump coming in from Microsoft. So this actually looks like it's going to continue into whatever yellow line it hasn't touched for the day. Where is it? There she goes. Sorry for the signals, bro.
There we go. There's the little booger.
I think Warlord's saying exactly what I said in much more technical terms, though, is just that I think Microsoft does have the ability to continuance, whereas Google probably recover a little bit quicker. And usually it's the opposite. When it's at the top, quick correction. At the bottom, not so much.
So you got Dixie going sideways. Gold just put a little blue candle on. See where this thing's heading. Hey, what's up, Gold? Where you going, bud? Where are you going?
Microsoft not today.
Likes that daily range. What is that? Where's the first? That's the top of the weekly. Which monthly resistance level is that? Is that the monthly down there? That's a first resistance level on the monthly. Gotcha. That is what, 1SD? Where you going, Gold? Where you going, Gold?
How expensive is that fucking shiny rock, eh? You need $2,000, bro.
$2,000 for shiny rocks.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't own a gram of gold. I don't even have any gold jewelry. I don't have any. I don't wear jewelry though. I'm not that guy.
Ain't nothing on my left hand, bro.
If I was a Native American back in the day, I'd probably have ears and scalps hanging around my neck. That'd be my jewelry. Let's see here.
Wow, dude, look at gold go. This is actually quite a serious little dildo.
Yeah,
it's quite
it's
straight up.
Go gold, go! Hey man, Dixie probably gonna come back down here. Test this weekly again. Let me scale this down a little bit. And remember, like I said, Dixie, man, it's interesting here. Jesus. I mean, it's set up, man. It's set up. If Dixie stays up here today, you're going to get a daily range up here above the weekly, above the month. Dixie could pop the end of the week here. Dixie could pop by the end of the week. Interesting, man. Interesting. What's SPY doing? Jesus. SPY. Jesus, buddy. We're at 1SD. It does not like that weekly, but I would not be a bit surprised to see this thing pop to the weekly again. It's at 124 or 424. What's oil doing? Interesting. Oil still giving it up. Good. Calm before the storm. I do think oil's gonna pop, man. Jesus, where is oil? Where are these ranges? You're inside the 68.3 today. Ejecting off the bottom of the daily. Where's it at? Is that the bottom of the weekly, man? It is. Jesus, man. Really? Oil peeled off. Oil is sitting at the bottom of its weekly range right now. Oil is at the bottom of the weekly. Top of the weekly to you. Let's see. Where is that weekly range? There it is. Or wait a minute. What the? Oh, you got one hiding under here, don't you? Nope. My bad. Said second. You had the 1 SD on the daily, smother in the bottom of the weekly range. Crude. Yeah. Today? Possibly. See if this thing's setting up some pop over on oil real quick, boys. See this real quick. I don't even need a 4. Let's see this 4 hour. Yeah, definitely got some hidden. Nah, not really. We have to go from here. No hidden. 4 hour, huh? Let's look on this macro. What was the bottom of the weekly? What was that number? We got 80. Let's just say 81.5. It's like 81.6. 81.6. There you go. 99 log MA. 99 log MA, and that's the bottom of the weekly. You're already dumping below wave trend. Got front run a couple times. I like this though. I like oil at 81.5. Let me see here. Let's go to 2-day. Looking for some influence with these other macro time frame. Wave trend. What's that wave trend? 82.70. You already been tapping it. 82.70, huh? What is that again? 81.6. 82.70. 6. Maybe the 3-day.
You know, one stock I haven't seen come up actually is Twitter. X. I wonder, I'm going to have a look into that.
Yeah, 3-day wave trend. 99 log MA, 33 log MA. Everything's piled right here. Everything's piled right at the bottom of the weekly range. The last support on oil for the weekly.
There's no stop for Twitter.
No stock for Twitter.
I think Twitter, like space private, so
Private.
Tesla's the only one that he has publicly listed.
And the 5 days at 81.22. Yeah, oil. I could see oil peeling off a couple more points here before it inevitably probably runs. I would imagine that's all part of their little plan they got going. Global domination. Whoever's in charge. Dude, we are in clown world for sure. A lot of innocence.
VEPS is in charge, brother. Let me tell you this much. VEPS is in charge.
VEPS is in charge.
There's nothing that's going to beat VEPS.
No.
Look at Google Go. All right.
Go Google. Go Google. Go Google. Hilarious. I love that little duck. That thing's awesome. Oh shit! Yeah, Google's pulling back up now, isn't it?
It's pulled back up, but I think it's at that. It's his not weekly, but PRE, and it's at a very high confidence interval. So it's probably gonna tank here a little bit, right? So some of that premium that
Yeah.
is just accumulated is just going to evaporate, and that'll probably be the good judgment point.
Let's see.
And there it goes.
Like showing spoon.
Yeah, we get peel over right back off though too. Got to get up above. Got to get up above right here.
Test that. And I knew I was going to test it here soon, but given the trend, I just didn't think. I think there's going to be some liquidity sitting there to the downside. Some sell pressure right there at that weekly.
It's a trap.
So,
Anybody on TradingView, this isn't. I'm not pulling like.
We got
I
that.
ain't been at this as long. I'm telling you, play by play, what the stock price is going to do. Right? Anybody can do this.
God, look how tight that daily was yesterday. Holy shit. It was super tight yesterday. Damn. I didn't even notice that.
So in order for Google to carry on pumping, it needs to beat the 15-minute negative drift, which has pretty much just printed about a minute and a half ago.
No, I was wrong.
So you're going to look for 5 minutes. If it's in the expansion mode,
It's wide.
then it will beat the 15-minute.
Wow.
Let's see. So positive drift. Maybe. Yeah. So 5 minutes on the positive drift. So we're going to wait for like the next 13 minutes. So on the next 15-minute print, it's going to be very easy to flip this data around, considering there's been 2 big candles coming from it on the 5 minute.
You can't discount the entropy though. That's part of it though. You can't discount that. It's just so deep in there that you got to at least let like the 10-minute and the 15-minute break too. It's going to be still high on the 45-minute and the 90-minute, but it just hasn't had a chance to break that.
E-cash.
45-minute just printed, which is pretty good if you look at it on the 45-minute time frame. All it needs to do is go back to a doji at 128.63. And then she's set for the day to return to try and push for the daily mean. So your continuation point is 128.60. Or up.
Let's see here. Just checking on Bitcoin again. 34.4. Tell you, man. I like what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. I really do. It's not that there's not selling and profit taking going on. It's getting gobbled up, man. People selling are getting gobbled up. Exactly what you want to see. Damn, what is it, October?
Yeah, but who's doing the gobbling? Right?
Oh, corporations.
Corporations, the world, it's.
They've all been buying.
Them to have big bags, right?
All the real criminals are like, wait a minute, only criminals buy this stuff. Why aren't we buying? We better buy this.
Or it's just
There's a lot of drug money in the world. Why the
dude? What the hell? How are we not in on this?
It's just self-owned, right? It's like only criminals buy it, yeah, because we're buying it, right?
It's insane, man. And this is why the normal person, right? The normal person is just like, they've been gaslighted to the point where they don't even want to touch cryptocurrency, which is a damn shame. Damn shame. I mean, let's be honest here. It's like, do I really want digital currencies? Do I really want to be tracked? Not really. Not really. CBDCs, real bad idea. And I really don't think they're going to try to launch them. They're being all sneaky right now. They're using everything as a distraction. They're trying to slip these things in. I just don't think it's going to happen, man. I really don't.
What they'll do it is this is what the government does, right? Is that they'll slip in a small piece of legislation, and then they'll do another small piece of legislation, and they'll have all these like little triggers, right? And then they'll go back, like after a couple of years, they'll go back and they'll amend one thing, and it'll trigger everything. And then they'll be like, oh, well, we now have the legal premise to do this. That's just how it works. It's insane.
Let's go, Google. Let's go. Let's go, Google. Let's go.
Yep, just got back up above the 1 minute 33 power mean, which is always good. Probably gonna see the fish or the wave trend here, 130.75. Let me see here. I mean, doesn't get any more random. Look at variance has just been flat. All right, had the that pre-market freaking outlier to the bottom, and then variance coming down positively correlated. You can just see it walking down. Even had another outlier to the downside on the 1 minute right here. But yeah, variance very low. Of course, returns oscillator hanging right out to zero mean.
And also on the flip side,
Look for some
Microsoft is
trend.
rejecting off that top of the weekly too.
And
There's that third standard deviation, and the third level of the Laplace distribution is also at. So again, if it touches there, that's probably a good short.
And volatility just fell off a cliff on the 1 minute, literally about a 60 to a 8 or a 70 to an 8. 2400 and 981. Everything's contracting. Everything was contracting, negatively correlated. The low length, I mean, that can ebb and flow right into a pump. Let's see what happens here. What?
Yeah, I think 5 minute. So whatever hour it is on that 15 minute is where this trend is gonna either decide it's gonna rip into the gap or just carry on back down to where we previously bounced from. Right now, I just see it floating around. I don't see anything drastic for another 8 minutes.
Well, that's the beauty of that's the challenge of playing options too. Is like you could see it, you know what it's going to do, but you got the premium in there. That adds the other dimension to it, right? If you get into it early, you're going to lose the premium, even if it's at a higher price. So, as I was saying with P-Funk the other day, it's just premium is so frustrating sometimes. It's just so frustrating.
Yeah.
The longer the contract's been on the book, the more expensive the premium gets. Yeah or nah? You know what I mean? So like, if price goes sideways, let's say Google goes sideways for the whole trading day, literally doesn't move a cent, and we're trying to target the daily VRE, would that contract get more expensive or less expensive just because of time?
It would lose its value.
Okay, sure.
So because every trading day that you're not in the money, you have a lower probability of getting into the money. Therefore, since you have a less chance of getting there, it's
less
less
valuable contract. Yeah.
Right. And
Sure.
it even happens, you could be at the same price 5 minutes later and it costs less.
Yeah.
Nice. Sister-in-law just found me a nice waterproof dog bed. My old girl, man. I know I'm not showing her, but I'm not. My poor baby girl, man. She's like, can't hold her bladder.
Yeah.
She's freaking peeing in her bed and stuff.
Get her liver checked.
But dude, we've been outside. We're running in the yard. She's just a goer. Dude, January she'll be 98 years old.
Wow.
So
Wow.
It's all good. All good. She's actually doing pretty good for her age. I mean, she's still running around, but I can tell her vision, her hearing, her bladder. I think it's when she's sleeping. I think she just
Relax.
leaking a little bit.
Incontinence is usually a sign that the liver is going though.
Yeah, it's my worst nightmare. I'm like, okay, when am I going to have to wear Depends? What age? What age do I have to put on the big boy diaper?
Shit.
I live in the boonies though. I just won't wear anything. I'll just go outside and leak everywhere. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Just marking your territory, bro. It doesn't matter.
Conversation took a dark turn.
Oh, P-Funk, you're not already wearing them, are you?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
All right.
Did I make it sound like I was? I should be wearing one right now with the position on it, but yeah.
I cannot leave the desk. I will pee right where I sit.
No. Yeah, how to do everything wrong, just ask me.
Oh, man. Good
I really
times.
thought we were out, and I think we still might, but
Yeah. Let's see
missed
here.
the short test. You guys are trading Google. What are you guys? I'm listening to you in the background. You guys are trading Google.
I got in on
That's
a
the one
couple
that got
calls.
crushed, right?
I definitely got in a couple calls for Friday. I mean, I usually a couple days out. That's about the max I'm going.
Which is the one that went up? What was that? Microsoft or Meta? Not Meta, but
Microsoft pop. Google dumped.
I'm on like 10 ES contracts right here, 42.30.
42.30. Yeah, man.
What do you think down here? Can you give me a little?
Yeah,
guidance?
let's go on this. The MES ones, all right?
Yeah.
Let's see. And you just got in at 42.30. Is that what you said?
Well, that's my average. I shouldn't say I just got in, but
that's
my
your average 42.30.
Yeah.
We got 42.37. Man, oh man. Let me see something on the 15.
Keep getting back to even and crack it back down.
Yeah, I mean, the top side's a no-brainer. I mean, this thing is way, way, way below the power mean, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I too, man.
You see the 4 hour.
15, right? Yeah.
It's this 4 hour messing with. Yeah, you're outside the power mean band on the 4 hour.
On the Google also, because I think this is when Warlord would get out on his on his tracking, right? I mean, if you're just doing like the quick scalps, right? This is
throw this on.
Give
me second P font.
We got 3 minutes left, homie. Wait for that 15-minute trend.
But you could be doing Google on the cone, right, Afghan?
Sorry, sir?
I said you could be trading Google on the cone, right? Using the cone, right?
Well, today I'm just making observations using SDP, PC, and the VREs, just to keep it simple.
See, Warlord goes in on crypto pump, so he's now a millionaire.
Yeah, he's big money now.
He just like, well, look at all you peasants fighting over.
I know, right?
I wish.
Sir, may I have another bowl, please?
Oh gosh. Here's a yellow thing from Google. Let's see.
A yellow thing from Google.
It's going yellow and red. So it's quite, as I say, it's crashing it into this 15-minute, the next 15-minute open. So it's crashing it into that. The direction's coming from this next 15 minutes.
I mean, you're at the 1 SD right now on the MESs.
Yeah.
A monthly
I'm thinking maybe you could touch the green down there.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be my biggest
monthly
hurdle.
Support here, 42.13.
Yeah. Okay. So you're seeing it the same way I am. All right.
Pretty much. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this thing pop out of here, man, at the 1 SD. I don't know. You're below on these low time frames. Jeez Louise, man. There's a problem though. God, look at all the lower lows on the return oscillator. Yikes. Just setting up hidden. No, not really. I mean, this is pretty clean down here in the 15. Look at the trend though. Yeah, I mean, it's looking to me like its down move's about over.
Let's check this 1 minute candles trying to figure out direction, like rather perfectly. It's like
I just bought 3 more.
ESs.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the 90 minute. 90 minute 9 minute trend is turning up here. Next close, you'll probably be up above the 2 SD band. Right. See if that prediction model flips.
Pump time. I reckon it's pump time for groups. Back up to this 128.90 region. Any failure below 128.18 cents. GTFO. So it's the test. Here's
No, well, I appreciate you looking. Thank you. That's cool, man. I know you guys are busy.
No, it's all good. It's what we do. That's what we do. And I just... yeah. I just read that, Morgan. Oh, funny. Yeah, we start in diapers and we end in diapers, unless you're a rogue trooper like myself. I don't know if I'll be able to
Bruh.
put a diaper on.
Just never stop wearing them.
Exactly. Then you get real lazy. Man, I got to get up. Oh, wait, I have my diaper on. I just lay here in bed. Remember when we were just little children? How good it felt. Stick a big leak in your pants. Oh, good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, come on, micros. Pop out of there for old P-Font. I mean, you got the 9-minute wave trend at 42.53.
See, that's what I'm seeing. I see that all over the place too. You know, and I think I'm just going to have to go through some pain here. That's all.
Bruh.
I mean,
Yeah, I definitely see the same.
micros follows by very, 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 very closely. I think you're probably good, but you're gonna have to like bite down on something, just let it do its thing for like the next
That's what I'm
10
thinking.
minutes.
I'm not trying to fight him. If it goes down lower, I'm saving buying power for lower. That's all.
As you can see, it appears that we are going down.
Thanks. Yeah, it does look like it's going down. Thanks, Clayton.
You're almost back to 42.30.
Yeah, I was there. I want 42.53, man.
Yeah, I hear you. That's what I would want too, for sure.
Dude, this move on this crypto, man, has been very impressive. We've been
Yeah.
calling it the whole fucking way. My hat's off to you on that.
Yeah, crypto's doing its thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, the bottom side of the power mean band here on the 15-minute on the ZS's, man, I can see this thing coming back up here. Especially, look at the power mean band. It's not even dumping down.
I know. You know.
This thing is just begging for some love. Let's see what happens though. This thing is definitely running into a little bit of resistance here. You're right at the 1SD. I mean, look how clean it is up through here too. I mean, you got some 4-hour distribution levels, reacquiring them, but did we just get a 4-hour? Just got a new 4-hour. Yeah, you're at the bottom side of the 4-hour 68.3.
Looking at, yeah.
And daily 1SD. Man, it's definitely a good place to bounce. But like you said, this is you get these monthly support resistance levels or anything to do with that monthly. There's a lot of liquidity at those.
Yeah.
But it's this 1SD 4-hour 68.3. It's being respected right now. Till it's not.
It's good till it's not, right?
It's good till it's not.
Good till it's not.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same spot on spot, right, for the 1SD. So
yeah,
it's like I said, they're damn. I don't want to say they're identical, but they're so very close, and it's finding support there. It's the assets are starting to accumulate. I think a little bit of liquidity to the upside. So I think you're probably fine. But again, I'm not a professional, so that is not financial advice.
I mean, the 6-minute trends up above this 2SD band. Prediction model hasn't flipped yet, but look at this is what I'm looking for too. You got bull div on the returns oscillator, the low length Z score, but look at the 30 length Z score. You got bull div, and you're just now approaching the 95% confidence interval to the top side. Had an outlier down below all the confidence levels. Usually this thing flips around.
YOLO!
YOLO! Looks the same. You're getting a nice bounce.
Yeah.
3 minutes bouncing on the zero mean.
She's running. And the contraction floating back to the mean. So that's positive drift, technically, bottom right panel, if anyone's looking at the screen. So that entropy turned around, right? And it's contracting, which means that the candles are going to be smaller going to the upside. Why? Because it's green, which means that it's a positive drift, mean reversion, until stated otherwise, whichever time frame this is on. 3 minutes.
Volatility's crushed too. You got the 981 and 2400 still just hanging up here, almost at 100 percentile. Both of them are above 95, and then the 525 just fell off a cliff. This correlation breaks positive, which that's usually what happens with the ebb and flow here. I would, man, that volatility expansion running it back up, that's probably enough to get this thing heading towards this 3-minute wave trend anyway, and that's at 42.45.
Well, I think I think tonight after the open or after the close, I think Powell speaks today at some point, but I think it's after the market hours, which is rare.
Powell be
Not that that means
speaking.
much, but
Yeah, you know.
Say hello to my little friend.
He's got something to say, that's for sure. We found you a dog bed, girl. Looks comfy too. I might sleep down there with you. She's like, okay, Dad. Yeah, first you got to reacquire this 9 on the 3. Hell, have we even done it on the 1 minute?
What you saying? Oh, new trend coming soon to a movie theater near you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at this small little area this data set smashed in. 33 power mean. Then you've literally got the bottom side of the power mean band. This thing's ragged for a little up move here. What do we got here?
Yeah.
42.33.
Oh, good.
Total random walk. What's the next trend going to be? What
That
will
thing
the
closes
next trend
green.
be? What's your
That thing closes
trend?
green. Go on, baby.
Come on, you little. Let's go.
That's good. That's good.
Let's
good.
go.
Yes.
Get up there above that 33. There you go.
Oh, baby, we going. We're going. Looks like the trend is up there. So we mark that price out, put a horizontal line, and then you see where the red one was, put a horizontal line, and you can shuffle between your time frames. You'll know what the range is on the 1 minute.
I've been doing that lately too, using your
Good stuff.
lines, man. It is good stuff. I agree with you.
It's just to help keep track, right?
What's that?
It's just to like help keep track of like,
Yeah,
okay, this is the 1 minute's breaking point. So then I know the 5 minutes not going to turn around if it's not above or below this breaking point. So here where it turned red, you want to mark it out. It might even just be a doji. So you look for 5 minute positive or negative drift.
Is that birds whistling there by you?
Yeah, the rains are coming in, so they're all like moving back to their rain homes or something.
The rain.
Dude, they got the 75 here yesterday in Detroit in almost the end of October. It's incredible.
Yeah, and now I saw here at the beginning of next week, the lows are like in the mid-20s or something. I'm like, really?
Yeah, man.
Just going to hammer us down like that? Okie dokie. Shit.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit I need to do.
That's just the Midwest for you, you know. But by February, that 20 degrees is going to feel like spring, though.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works. Is you get so used to it that that's going
Out
to
of
feel
there,
like a
Google.
nice day, 20
Pop
degrees.
your ass out of there.
But in November,
P-Funk some love.
Bro, is it altcoin season yet, Bobo?
Boy, it's starting to look like it, isn't it?
Looks like it, man.
It's definitely starting to look like
You're
it.
gonna love this alt season, cuz you're gonna see the biggest dildos of your life. You're gonna be like,
Dude,
why am I
look at
trading
FET,
stocks?
bro?
It's-
You still playing around with FET?
No, I should have actually bought some FPT, but I have a target at 95 cents. So if I see that it retraces to that, and I have like some money that I'm willing to go to zero, then yes, I'm gonna get into it.
Shit. Warlord's getting attacked by a tiger.
There's cicadas, there's birds. It's freaking noisy out here. I'm sorry.
No, I like it. I like it.
We got trains, we got birds, we got all kinds of shit.
Yeah, man, I'm looking at even on SPY. I mean, look at this power mean band. God, boy, this thing is just like, no. We're not going down. We're going to cross up through wave trend and Fisher. What the hell is this thing doing?
I think that's where it's going, dude.
Yeah, I do too, man.
well, and to give P-Funk at least a little ammo, so triple Qs, therefore NASDAQ is kind of hovering at its 4-hour second standard distribution. So I mean, it's respecting that too. So it's below its first standard deviation, but it's on the 4-hour second standard deviation. So it's finding support there. So I think as long as triple Qs stays there, you're in good shape. You're pretty much at the bottom here of your futures.
We'll see. It's hard to, I tell you what, I can't look at the dog, man. When I look look at the dome. That's what I want to trade. It reminds me of making markets. I literally open the dome and just stare at a chart instead. Otherwise, you're looking at every tick. It sucks. I hate doing that.
The dome is only correct because of VEPS, but don't tell anyone, G.
Okay. It's true. Well, the dome just the price, man. The increments, you know. Yes.
Now understand the dome. It's like how you label the dome is if it's a small number, whatever, where the thing is closer to zero, that's them marking out an inefficiency in the market, which technically means it's cheaper to push it into that region. Right? So if you're going to manipulate price, there's less orders over there, so it's going to move through those regions faster. But then if everybody can see that there's less orders there, when it gets there, everyone's limit orders are going to get filled, so the DOM changes. Check. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Agreed.
If you can trade it. I was using it back. I'm not using it. I was trying to understand it back in the day, but I couldn't pick the sample size to know what size is correct for my straight trading style. So I just left it.
That's not good.
Yeah, so now on Google, I'm about to get my my look at that monthly VRE. This is what I've been just patiently waiting for. I think when I had said this is the point where Warlord would get out, that's about the time where it did pivot more to the downside. So
Which asset?
Google.
Oh yeah, Google fell off quite a bit.
Yeah, I felt
It's
I'm back.
This is a ceiling problem too, right? I mean, between that monthly VRE and that weekly, that's almost $2 worth, and that's a pretty big.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's a good range for Google on a daily time frame is $2. So you make a lot of money just playing between these volatility games.
Freaking rain.
Reflect on the top side, get out, short it.
Yeah. So like to do those kind of moves, your brain has to like it's hard to just go and say, it's volatile. But no, your brain has to learn that there's enough volatility to whip it in between these VREs. Right? That's how I trade the cone. If I know that there's enough volatility, I know it's going to go through those lines. You know what I mean? So I can just grip trade the line. And then if it's free to just enter.
You're probably right. I'm just thinking of it the other way. You want less volatility, right? So I can't break the volatility lines. So you just float between them, right?
So if that's the perspective, guys, I promise you, what destroys every single trader that doesn't have these tools is positive and negative drift, because you can't see it coming through the book, right? You don't, and when it does come through the book, they're like small down candles. So you like have a lot of mistrust or whatever it is, right? If you can't see the tools. Okay, so like now Google on the 1 minute is moving into positive drift. Now it's negative drift. All right. So it's like these small candles, because they take forever to print and they can just creep up. Let's just say if this thing hooks positive drift now on Google, which is not in the current posturing. Not yet. Still 50-50. And come on, Google. There you go. Sneaky pump mode is about like 3 cents away. Okay. So that little creep, you can't see come through the book. Okay. So your stochastics, your RSIs, they can hit the ceilings or they can hit the floor, but price is going up, or price is going in the opposite direction of your RSI, because your RSI look back is too long, first off, and you can't monitor the positive or negative drift. And if you can just see the positive and negative drift, I promise you can use whatever indicator you want. You can use an RSI, because if the RSI is pointing up and the positive drift says it's there, well, then your RSI is definitely going to work, because the positive drift is allowing, right? So if you can just shuffle between all the time frames and figure out who's got negative drift, who's got positive drift, you'll see the ranges being formed. And all it's trying to do is unwind itself up or down into an expansion phase across all the time frames. Yeah. So the expansion phase is the one that really rips it out of whatever the VRE ranges are. It's usually your expansion rate, your expansion pump or dump that breaks through and holds above or below the VRE, right? So if you can imagine that, I need expansion in volatility at the VRE line to break through it, and negative drift or positive drift is going to be the thing that stops it from breaking through. So if you can monitor that, you can be a lot better off than trying to come up with magical numbers and a cool trading strategy, because you don't know why your trading strategy is wrong. You just can't monitor the positive and negative drift. It's number one. It's how I kill it on next, man. It's these huge dildos come through, and I'm just like, oh, that thing dumped into positive drift, like a 0.5% dildo, and you just go, oh, that just triggered positive drift. Buy it. Just buy it. That's what I do. I just buy it, and it goes back up. I'm like, cool. First off, because I'm the one there buying it, because no one else can see it, they hit my code with positive drift. Thank you so much. So like here, it went from Google just went from positive drift phase into expansion phase. So this is like now it needs to hold this expansion phase for like 3 1-minute candles to get it all the way back up to the VRE, right? Doesn't matter what the DLP is saying, doesn't matter what anything else is saying. Those things will only run if the direction of volatility allows.
Sir.
Well said. You are the wizard, man.
African
You are the
crypto
man
wizard,
behind
the wizard warlord.
I got a good witch up there, guys. Don't worry.
422.50 cents.
All right, I'm back in the money.
I'm back in the money. Back in the money. Yes, you
I'm
are.
hurt, man.
Oh, you
Real life is hitting me hard. You ever have those weeks?
Yeah.
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 That was me Monday, but it was also because I was like super impatient because I had my work to do too.
Show P-Funk the power. Prediction model's flipping here on the 15-minute.
Which asset?
And on the micros, MES.
Yeah.
And volatility, the 981 and 2400 are expanding again, positively correlated. Let's go. Get your butt up there. Prediction model just won't stick. Let's see if it sticks when this next 15-minute close. What, 12 minutes? Get your running butt up there. Dixie's starting to shut off a few. Oh, Dixie. You gonna drop down there for us? Could. A lot of things start moving. Coinbase.
News just came across my ticker. The Turkish stock market is down 7% and has, for the second time, put the circuit breakers in.
You should see what the Turkish lira, USD TRY.
7%?
What's going on there?
Triggers their freaking...
Yeah. Well, I think 5% triggers it here, doesn't it? I think
that's just crazy, man.
So, like, here's the thing. If their USD, whatever the rate is, I think it'll be like at 25 now or like 28. So $1 gets you 28 Turkish units. So their 7% comes a lot faster. You know what I mean? It's like 28 times
that makes sense.
more likely to happen.
And you said it was a circuit breaker?
What?
Sorry?
You said it was a circuit breaker?
Yeah, there's a circuit breaker that goes off if they halt trading. They shut the halt the same day in the New York Stock Exchange. If it goes down a certain percentage.
I gotcha.
Yeah, like when the flash crash happened, they kept halting the.
I was just curious if it was actually a mechanical issue, and that's
that
sounds a little suspicious.
Yeah, no,
it's so scammy.
Just to calm things down.
Of course.
No, it's more like this is, I think, is usually the people with the assets to collect themselves to know before they shit their pants. So they have the assets, so therefore they make the rules, right?
It's like, change your diaper, boys.
Yeah, where's those depends, man? Where depends when you need them.
But I mean, I think that's largely what it is. It's just like they say it was all for bank runs, right? But it's all the way back in like the 1930s. But I think it's more like we got to protect the people with the money. They made a bunch of bad deals, but so we're just going to halt trading. stop them from losing money.
Google dump more than likely coming in, or dump a little bit down actually, maybe to a just retreat.
He said dump. He's talking about the dump. The
Okay, I
dollar
can give the
pulling
pump
back.
signal. I might as well give a sell signal here.
Whoops, I hear a dog. Okay, let me let this little young man. Come on, girl. Get up here. I'm giving you a new dog bed today. Yeah.
Oh, dude! Every time Google's falling, these cryptos are going up. The stock market down. Is there a way that we can? Is it hard to quickly see if they're correlated or not correlated? Because that'd be quite nice to figure out.
Oh, yeah.
Just like Bitcoin and the SPY or whatever.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Shot.
Come on. It's taking a minute. What do we got on? Dixie? No, we don't want Dixie. I'm going to throw this on. Hold on here. Yeah, you want to do Bitcoin and SPY?
We're the big brother of SPY or whoever the big guy is.
The S&P?
Bitcoin.
Yeah, man. The S&P on. Let's correlate that with Bitcoin. Boop. BTC.
Then we do it through Binance because it'll be a little bit better than the index, more sensitive.
Losing correlation. What is this on 33 minute? Get us on the daily. Yeah, it's negatively correlated.
Okay. Which would mean as this dumps, Bitcoin pumps.
Going up.
Yeah?
Yep, sir. Let's look on the 5-day. Yeah, you're breaking down the bottom side
buddy.
now. It's been losing correlation since the high there. SPX's local high at 46. It's definitely been losing correlation. Now it's breaking the zero threshold here. Yeah, it's definitely.
So just the
definitely
next
losing
YouTube videos
correlation.
the next YouTube videos will be like people are selling their stocks to buy crypto. That's exactly what this ATP PC is telling you right now.
Probably.
Just get out of stocks, buy crypto. If it carries on going down.
Are you saying that you have leading information over it? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, bro, my homies have leading information. I just use it.
One bunk for flipped around. Jesus, Hex is up 35.73%. Okie dokie. Bonk 22%. Yeah, I mean, overall, crypto's green. Stock market is bleeding.
Funny enough, I think it was 2 days ago, China withdrew. So China has like this problem with them defaulting on loans for their house, whatever these apartments are. So that's become a very big problem. So they've had to, the actual CCP people have had to sell their American stocks to cover for their homeland problems. The biggest amount of dollars in the world history was demanded, what's today? Minus 2 days ago. Meaning it was like something like $100 billion, $106 billion in 1 day cash. So as that starts to ripple through the system, so this Dixie falling is like, so the China pumped it, right? Because they turned all their stocks into USD. Now that has to get delivered and then they can transfer it out to whatever they need to save. So as they start transferring it out back into the economy, Dixie's going to pull back down. So it's whatever that yellow line is over here at 105.973 on a wild guess. But yeah, so it's just a little observation. It's the biggest amount of money that's been asked for in cash. So,
But asked for by who?
the Chinese government, you could say. Because a government will invest in another country to hedge against their risks. So now if that country's messing up, so they have to use the profits from their hedge to cover their country. So that's what's happening with China right now. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
No, nothing does make sense, bro. Bro, look at this go. Look at this go.
Which one? Yes.
Yeah, the
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Look at this go.
Yo!
Oh,
Holy
dude.
smokes, man. You're buying me a Lambo as well, brother. Jeepers, bro.
Give daddy his money. Give daddy his money so he can change his diaper. Let's go, baby.
That's just weird.
Must be the fair value gap that's going to get refilled.
Even
The FVG.
look at the 33 minute. It's reacquired that reverse Fisher. When's this thing close? 22 minutes. Let's see if this 33 minute can close above there.
So P-Funk, you got two options. You get out now, or you're going to be in a slow grind upwards from here on out. So
I got out of half.
Nice.
I got out
In
of
profit,
half.
you happy days?
Yeah, I mean, I bought as low all the way down to 26. I just sold at 38. Was my
Nice.
like that.
Prediction models flipped on the 15 minute. Oh man, bottom
Wow,
size. This thing could hit 42.50.
Right. Yeah. I've got a couple out at 42 right now, so we'll see.
But
That's good, man. The problem, here's the problem I get, guys. And I'll be honest, is I always get in trouble first, and even after all the time I have spent here with you guys, I still do. It's like I always have to suffer first. You know what I mean? Like instead of picking good entries,
there we go.
it's like, okay, I think this is a good entry. Oh, okay, I'm wrong. Okay, buy another one. Okay, buy another one. All right, buy another one. And the next thing you know, and maybe that's the market maker. I don't know.
So Funk, why don't you try and see? So if it's like a reliable thing that you're burning your hand on the first trade, let's say, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
If it's a reliable thing, go search through all the time frames every day and be like, oh damn, it's the 90-minute that's going against my thought, or it's the 3 hour, it's a 6 hour, right? Because it will take 15 minutes for that to then just sort itself out, right? And then you're in the right side of the trend. So just see which time frame is reliably making you lose your first trade, and then you might as well just counter your first trade if you see that. So like, shit, I know this thing's gonna pump, but it's because the 90 minutes, so I can short now, buy later, reverse in. So if it's like a reliable thing, you'll be able to actually profit off of it, so that it's not random. Like you can actually figure it out.
Good idea. All right, that's a good idea.
If any consolation, I have the exact opposite problem. Like my first trade will be pretty good, and then my second trade I'll get it full of myself, and usually my second trade will wipe out like half my first trade.
Well, it's like I'm always seeming to have to go down $500 before I do anything. You know what I mean, or more. I mean, it's getting to the point. It's becoming like habit, and I don't want it to be a habit. It's a bad habit, and I don't. I mean, no matter what I do, I'm wrong. So,
are you opening with mainly longs or shorts as your first trade?
They're both the same. I don't.
Okay.
You don't
discriminate
either way. If I short, I'm short wrong. But I mean, don't get me wrong. It ends up working out. I'm just saying that I'm going down fairly large before I come back up and make money like I did.
Yeah.
That's what you need to stop. So like, we always talk about here, if you're wrong, get out. Okay. So I could do that. Like, let's just say I started buying one of these contracts at 36 and then I have a stop at 34 and a half. Let's say you give yourself 6 ticks, right? Or 8 ticks for instance. So you can go down, all right, you're down $100, 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 and until you get right. You get what I'm saying, but you're locking in that $100 loss every time.
Yeah. Ideally, you'd like to grow that 500 immediately, because then at the end of the day, you're taking a loss on $2,500 and not the initial 500. So it's easier to swallow, and you're way more profitable. Right. Yeah.
So I'm just saying, it's just whether it's bad habit, just terrible trader, whatever, combo of both. Idiot behind the screen.
And are you limiting in, or are you market buying usually on your?
No, I'm just limiting in, man. I don't market buy anything. I mean, I do, but when you're doing futures, it's too quick. So I just limit out, because it's like I'm on a dome, right? I can just point.
Oh, just noticed that. Boy, that one wick went to the 3-minute wave trend.
Exactly, right? So that's what I was looking at, too. And then, it bounced right off it.
No, man, this thing's getting some little juice.
Dollar's starting to come off a little bit,
Yeah.
What's Google and Microsoft? Because that has a lot to do with it, too. What's Google and Microsoft? Are they up?
Google's just down there hovering. It's around 127 3/4 area, kind of.
It's probably a good buy down there.
Mm-hmm.
How low did it get?
The low?
126.42.
126.42. Where are we at now with it?
Yeah, up
I
almost a couple points.
I got some friends out right now who are deep in the video puts, and they're in big trouble right now. So it looks like they might be making it back.
Yeah,
Wow.
I still believe Google's going to pop here. I do
I mean, look
believe
at the video, man. It was 409 the other day. It's back. It's got to 440 again almost.
Google's
Right
just
to the
dying
top
to go into trend. This prediction model's at the top side. This thing goes into trend. Google's going to pop. This is a low time frame. See
And then,
this?
so while you're on the Google is so the 15-minute volatility is starting to contract. Therefore, the 45-minute will start to contract probably the next candle, and then that's when you're going to get it because the 45-minute is very deep into the entropy, right? So I mean, I'm in it. I have a stake in this, right? So I don't want to be optimistic, but it's 45-minute contraction on volatility coinciding with a move outside of entropy on the 45-minute. Well, then you'll start to see an attack of Google on that weekly VRE. It'll get above, and that's when you're going to get the pump.
Yes. Currently, my things are saying the same. If this 15-minute can keep up its positive drift, right, so contraction was negatively correlated, the 15-minute, if it can keep that posturing, it's going to set the 45-minute into positive drift. And you'll do the gap fill rather easily once it triggers the 90-minute. But yeah, so this 45-minute is now you're looking for your like intraday reversal out of here. Either more than, I'm guessing up, to be honest, at this price right now, 128.14. If you can hold above
what
there.
I'm looking at, though, if it beats that weekly VRE, I mean, it's got, I mean, it might find some liquidity on the distribution level, but it might run right up to that bottom of that monthly, which is at 132.55. So I'll put all of us on the call in the money. Well, maybe that, although I think you took his a little hard farther out. I did at 131.
Hey, I don't even know what I did. Can't remember. What did I get on this action, man? What I do?
Yeah, I think Googs has got this. I think Googs has got this. Let's see.
Yeah, Google. Looking on the 15-minute, the entropy just
Exactly
broke as soon as it broke inside that 2SD band. Prediction model flip going back in the random walk. This thing could definitely. And look at the 15-minute. Jesus, this thing's so blown out. I seriously doubt this thing's just going to stay down here while the power mean band drops all the way down. I mean, you got the wave trend up here at 137. Good Lord. This thing is just yikes. Yeah, that earnings play to the downside. Holy crap, man. There's 136 right up here. Yeah, right at the bottom of the daily range. I mean, that's a 15-minute wave trends right at the bottom of the last support level on the daily. And we're down here by, Jesus, man, 5th standard deviation. Fourth on the daily. Still, you're jumping off of the 5th standard deviation on this 4-hour candle. So even during this 4-hour candle, is that the 95.4? It is. Is that it all the way back up here? Or is that the 99.7? Good Lord. That's exactly what it is. The 4-hour 95.4 is up here at the bottom of the weekly at 137.5. There's a 95.4% chance this thing rips up here during this 4-hour candle. And that's by 130. Let's see what happens, boy. If it does, holy shit. That'd be a power move.
Do you want to watch the Bitcoin pump on a 15?
I'll be out of my position. I will be out. I will be out. What'd he say? Talking about being out. No, I bought the, what'd I buy? Yeah. I bought some 136s.
And you notice how I didn't actually tap that monthly VRE, but I still got in. It's because there are some tools.
There.
For anybody on TradingView, yes, there are tools that will tell you that, hey, maybe it's not going to tap that, right? So actually I got in on that, basically that lowest, that second lowest wick that was just on the screen.
Yeah. Let's see, that's at 42, almost 43 now. Yeah, I bet that thing runs up there, man. I bet that thing's going to tap that ass. Let me see here.
5-minute DLP starting to mean revert up for Googs.
48. You at 50. Right here. Come on, UPM. Man, I'm having some issues today. It's just straight. There's
One run
indicators
is slow, too.
not loading.
Well, it's all about the 3 minute. Remember when I said it's all about the 3 minute?
All about the 3 minute.
Highlight.
That's what she
It's
said.
about-
I like my numbers, bro.
About to pivot. It's about to pivot. It's about to go positive. So I think this should positive drift right there
Shit.
too.
So the thing with so between Funk and I, like
42, 49.
it really helped was if you shuffle. So if you load 3 tabs for Google on the 1 minute, the 2 minute, and the 3 minute, and you understand the direction of volatility. So your entropy, your volatility expansion or contraction, and its correlation. So if you see the 1 minute going into pump mode, then you see the 2 minute going into positive drift mode, and then the 3 minute going into positive drift mode, then you know it's going to pick up, right? But they're all like work on the same system. So if the 1 minute's saying up, the 2 minutes saying down, the 3 minutes saying up, it's going to go sideways. Inverse that as well. If the 1 minute's going down, the 2 minutes going up, the 3 minutes going down, it's going to go sideways. As soon as you might not see it because it's quite fast, but as soon as all 3 match a direction, so it could be a contraction in volatility, which pushes it up, and an expansion on the 2 minute, which pushes it up, and a contraction on the 3 minute, which pushes it up, then you know you have a very good opportunity to break whatever line your data set is currently touching, right? And just being able to refine that has made me a shitload more profitable, and also allows me to know when I'm wrong. Number one, it allows me to know when I'm wrong. Okay, so if you can shuffle 1, 2, and 3 minute, understand the direction of volatility on those time frames, you quickly pick up on, oh, okay, this is going to go sideways for 15 minutes or 5 minutes or 1 minute or 3 minutes. Like, it's very easy to pull out. So you know to just say, maybe I don't have to take profit right now, but if it does hit this level, I'll take profit. This makes sense. So you don't have to keep on getting in and out of trades all the time.
Or panic sell, right? Like, oh my God, it's going down.
Dude.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I need to leave now, right? Because you know the general direction of where the candles are going, despite there would be some ups and downs, but it'll be an overall, I don't want to say trend because that might throw some people, but, trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10:52 already. Man. We all just talked ourselves into a 2-hour time warp.
Good day. Didn't even feel like 2 hours.
It never does. It just goes by quick. When the suckholes are running, the times flies.
Yeah, it's interesting. See, when there's volatility, how time gets shorter. When there's no volatility, time feels longer.
Yeah.
And that is a very important thing to observe. Right?
Yes.
Smaller candles, low volatility, shit takes longer to hit the targets. More volatility, the faster it's going to hit the targets.
This is
Obviously,
also good relationship advice.
Yeah.
Volatility. Got to know when to back her off. Whoa.
It's so true.
Bro.
Bro, you have no idea. 30 years of marriage.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You're back testing this fun.
30 years I've been dodging that bullet.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. It's okay. Sorry, ladies.
It's called give and take.
I've never been too good at
Give
it.
them the dollars to take them from you, huh?
I've never been good.
We all know it's take.
I'm looking for a sugar mama. That's all. I mean, I'm not complicated.
Straight up. You hedge your portfolio for free, bro. It's chill.
Yeah. All right, ran all the way up to the 33, pretty much 33 log MA, top side of the power mean band. I mean, look at the MESs, right? Freaking right to the bottom side. As soon as sent a wick to the bottom, this thing ran right to the top. Why all this is flipping around? Like the 1 minute right now. Let's get on it. Because everything did flip around on the 1 minute. Now you're right back into a random walk. Yeah, you got up to that 99 log MA. Boy, what was the high? 45.5. Good stuff. I don't think this is done, though, to be honest. Just wait here in the next probably 15 minutes of these 1 minute candles. This thing can stay above wave trend. pop up off wave trend. I mean, this is it. Look, you had the cross down here. So this data set just running down, test this wave trend. Maybe Fisher, 9 log MA. Right here. If this thing doesn't bounce here and it gets back below, if it gets back below Fisher and closes some 1 minute candles, Jesus, thing could go right back to the bottom of the power mean band, 42.30, right back to square one. But I would imagine this thing's gonna kick up. I would imagine, especially Dixie. Dixie just popped about. I mean, it was down to about 106.300. It's back up 3.6. But I could see all this. I mean, you almost got your half of the power mean band's already crossed back up reverse Fisher. This is starting to set up for a good rest of the day, to be honest. Let's see what happens. You start getting the power mean band crossing the 99. I already tested it. I can see.
Go to the 3 minute real quick. Can you go to the 3 minute?
3 minute. Yeah.
Well, it's probably going to go down, test that 9 log MA. You know, it's going to go sideways a little bit, but
42.30.
Bounce off that 9 log MA to the downside.
I don't know, man.
Make it attempt to get back on top of that Fisher. Or reverse wave trend, excuse me.
I mean, that'd be all the way to the bottom of the 1 minute? I don't know, especially when the 1 minute just tested that 9 perfectly and now it's bouncing. Unless it rejects here back at the, 30, tested the 33 when it was crossing. It's pretty much just ran right back up to the 9. Now it's peeling back off. Yeah, this is interesting right here. It's either going to go up, down, or sideways. Yep. Yep. There you go. Signal of the day.
Pick it on 100 exit, guys. Doesn't really matter.
Considering, though, this 1 minute, put in that work to get back up above wave trend, I see this supporting it. I really do.
There you go.
I don't see this, especially when this 33 breaks up through reverse Fisher. That's the thing. I don't know about 42.30, but this cross happening right down here in probably the next couple minute candles here.
What it can do is just hover on the reverse wave trend. That's what. So it can go sideways there. It can just keep bouncing for that 3 minute 9 log MA to catch up to the reverse wave trend, and then it'll kind of carry it up on the updrift.
If it stays right here for sure, this 99 log MA, we're going to meet out here probably in about, maybe even quicker than that. Probably next 10 minutes. 10 minutes. But we're about to.
Bitcoin, what you going to do? I think BTC is trying to test 35,265.
Yeah,
so that's a big move. Damn, that's like $500.
We pop right here. Let's see here. Let's go right to index. We're gonna go to the monthly. Pretty much all we have to dig in on. I'm still waiting. Bitcoin is. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see this thing at the top of the power mean band. It's a 40K. How many shorts are going to get wrecked when this happens? They're just killing people. And the shorts are freaking, what are we doing here? Up 2.67%? Not bad. That's just Bitfinex, though. That's just Bitfinex. Longs are piling on. That's why. And you know what these people do. When you get to this 33 power mean, that's at 36,676 area. 36,650. Didn't change from yesterday. Wouldn't. It's a monthly time frame. It's just going to sit there. Like a good boy. The volatility, though, I mean, this is a perfect setup for this thing to climb all the way up here to 40K. You got the 981 just finished contraction negatively correlating. And then you're expanding on the low length and it's positively correlated. Not even significant yet. I could definitely see this thing. Probably next stop, this 33. That'll be tough on the monthly. We haven't sniffed that thing since back here. July. Come on, girl.
I'm worried, bro. I'm worried. There's untouched VRE at like 26 or something. So pretty much where we came from. Or 24. I thought it makes a difference right now. And then there's also untouched at $44,000 and $48,000 and $58,000 or $56,000.
Solana running
so there's a very, very big range that this ETF news obviously making it volatile, not allowing it to touch these VRE means because they're ripping quite hard. So it's I don't know if BTC's range is going to be from like 56 to 26 for the next year or the next 6 months.
It's top of that
So
weekly, man.
it's a very interesting time that we're in.
Very interesting. I mean, BTC's above the top of the weekly range right now. I mean, it was there literally day one. It tapped it on Monday. Yesterday just hovered around it. Same thing today. It's trying to pop up to this goodness gracious, 1SD. 1SD is right around 35. Right around, that's the 4-hour 95 for Laplace, which we're getting a new candle here. 14 minutes, we'll get a new 4-hour. Right? Is that right? BTC? No, hour. My bad. An hour. Hour!
Oh, dirty positive drift coming in here, trying to keep these lower time frames up on BTC. 5 minute. Maybe I can hold on for.
Yeah, 11:01. I got a bunch of stuff to do.
Cool.
I'm gonna get off here. All right, guys. Another good day in the Discord. A lot of people showing up. Like it a lot. Good stuff. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all your support. Trading View. Interesting. And I did not even look in the chat the whole stream. Oh, good. We just got a good morning. Good morning, Garcia. Awesome. Awesome. Want to thank Trading View for supporting our live streams and everybody watching on Trading View. I'm going to go over here and hit this rocket icon. Have no clue what it does. Yeah. It's just a cool rocket. We like rockets. Rockets are good. SEC doesn't think so. Hilarious. We're going to outlaw emojis now. We can't be having this. Those are signals. Like, really? Give me a break. Are you that bored? You're two emojis now? Goodness gracious.
They're gonna outlaw the rocket and the poopy emoji.
Hey, SEC, why don't you take a peek into Congress for all this insider trading going on and not worry about fucking emojis? Yeah, I said the F word. Bunch of goofy asses. You can come after me all you want. You ain't gonna find nothing. All right, guys. Let's get back at it tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bitcoin's hovering around the top of its weekly range. Can it close outside it? Absolutely, it's Bitcoin. It can. And we've seen some things lately where these daily, weekly, monthly ranges, the monthly, that's another thing. Where's the top of the monthly for Bitcoin? Top of the monthly to ya. Let's find this sucker. Where you at, you little shit? Come on. Am I crazy? Am I on crazy pills right now?
I'll give it to you now.
Wait a minute. Where the hell is it? It's way up here. No. Damn it. You serious right now? Is that all packed in that tight? The hell is the top of the monthly? There's the monthly right there. First resistance. Oh, God, it's super tight. I didn't even realize that. Jesus Christ. Top of the monthly range is like 30,500. This could be real interesting last week. Holy smoke. That's why I wasn't finding it. BTC blew that out. Blew that out Monday.
Yeah, like quite, and it hasn't touched on the index $29,164 on the mean version.
I mean, look at Monday.
Like the range from 45 to those 20K regions is very viable for a long time.
This thing launched from 30K on the top of the monthly resistance levels. Hilarious. Bitcoin, that's what you get, man. That's why you can't put anything past Bitcoin. You really can't. Especially there's got a lot of buying going on. All the sells are just getting gobbled up. That's what I like to see. I mean, guys, let's be real here. If you don't understand Bitcoin and how scarce it really is, how many millionaires are in the world? A lot, like 60 million or something now. 60 million millionaires around the world. Most of these people, how do you make, investments? So, unless it's just generational wealth, which those people are actually worthless turds. So we're not even going to talk about them. Let me see here. Didn't even have to make your own money. Must be nice. Must be nice. Yeah, let's see
The
Bitcoin
United
flop.
States has 22.7.
22.7 million millionaires. That's
And
just
the
here.
world is 50 million.
1 for a Bitcoin.
How many Bitcoin are available right now?
0.5 per millionaire. Per millionaire.
Sorry?
There is 0.5 Bitcoin for each millionaire.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
No less, actually. 0.4, something like that.
I mean, just think, because a lot of these people, they just have financial advisors, right? They got people investing their money. What if these people come to and be like, hey, we got something new we want to pop into the portfolio. We think it's a good idea. We should probably buy 1 Bitcoin. Dude, that's what people don't realize about Bitcoin. There is a supply cap. It's very scarce when you look at it on a macro level. There's not a lot of Bitcoin available. A lot of the Bitcoin is just sitting in hardware wallets, man. Chilling.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
very cool. All right, guys, we'll get back at it tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Peace, guys.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Bye-bye.